simple human sense.
Taking a peek out on the Grand Ledge camera, the moon is kind of hiding behind our banner, but it is lighting up the area along with the human-made light. We are going to be seeing some sunshine here soon, so make sure you have some sunglasses on you when you head out this morning. Also, if you swing by the coffee shop, don't worry, go for that large. Temperatures are in the 20s, feeling like they're in the teens at times this morning, so definitely justified to get some more of that warm coffee for you. We'll be tracking warmer weather coming our way as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
The cause of a fire that ripped through a beloved Irish bar just before its biggest day of the year remains under investigation this morning. Good morning, Mid-Michigan. It's Monday, March 17th. I'm Jorma Duran. Megan has the day off. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. The fire started Sunday morning and ended up completely destroying Sherman's Irish Pub in the town of Vernon, which is just northwest of Durand in Shiawassee County. 6 News was told the bar's owners and others were inside when they saw the lights flicker just moments before the fire started. They called 911 and crews showed up soon after. Witnesses believe the fire started in the back of the bar and then spread to an insurance office located next door. A salon on the other side was not burned, but it will remain closed for a few days due to smoke and water damage. No injuries were reported, but residents tell 6 News this is a tragedy because the bar draws in a lot of people from around the state. 6 News will keep you updated on the investigation. Authorities are confirming to 6 News that an active shooter report they responded to over the weekend at the Lansing Mall was nothing even close to that. The Eden County Sheriff's Office says it started with a reported theft at the mall. The victim chased the suspect and thought they saw the person holding a gun, and then word spread through the mall, leading to chaos. Authorities say when people started running, metal chairs were knocked over. They say this caused a series of loud bangs, which furthered the panic. Officials also told 6 News that some windows and doors were broken as people flooded out of the mall. No one was hurt. A suspect has been caught and will be charged in the initial theft. An investigation will continue in Wayne County today involving that house we told you about last week exploding in Garden City, with officials now turning their attention to a man who they say fled from the scene with his car. Take a look. Security video from a neighbor shows people walking around trying to figure out what they just heard explode. They notice smoke coming out of a nearby house. And that's when they see a car ramming through a garage door. As the vehicle sped off away from the active fire, one resident saw the driver with what appeared to be soot on the side of his face. No injuries were reported, but police say the driver is now a significant part of the investigation. Severe weather can happen at any time, and that's why state safety officials say it's important to be prepared. This is the week to do so, with Governor Gretchen Whitmer declaring it Severe Weather Awareness Week. As part of this week, safety officials will be conducting a statewide tornado drill on Wednesday around 1 p.m. During this time, residents will see or hear alerts on TVs and radio stations, and outdoor sirens will also be activated in communities that are participating. The National Weather Service says that our state averages about 15 tornadoes each year, and state officials say this drill will give everyone a chance to test out their severe weather plans. Severe and devastating storms swept through the South over the weekend, killing at least 40 people across 7 states. High winds are fanning wildfires in Texas and Oklahoma, and millions of Americans along the East Coast are under a thunderstorm threat this morning. Here for you now is Derek Waller.
That's a tornado.
DJ Lane captured the moment a tornado ripped through his yard in southern Mississippi.
I don't know if I was just gonna make it or not at that point.
It's one of multiple states in the South and Midwest devastated by deadly storms and twisters over the weekend. In neighboring Alabama, severe weather tossed a school bus onto the roof of this high school.
I told them get in the car and let's go.
Kelsey Webb says her 9-year-old daughter Alea convinced the family to evacuate before a tornado ripped through their Missouri home.
It still doesn't feel real. It seems like a bad nightmare.
President Donald Trump says he's deployed the National Guard to hard-hit Arkansas to help with cleanup. And wildfires scorched thousands of acres in Texas and Oklahoma, fueled by strong winds and dry conditions. Some Oklahoma communities were evacuated as firefighters battled more than 100 blazes.
The winds are still blowing, so there's a lot of risk out there.
What a mess.
About a half hour away from Tulsa, Ken Hamilton returned to find nothing left of his home of 30 years.
I thank God I'm alive. This can be replaced.
And out west, people are digging out.
Hey, instead of going for a nice walk in the morning, I come out here and shovel snow for a couple hours.
After heavy snow blanketed parts of California and Wisconsin. I'm Derek Waller, CBS News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
This morning, the Capitol camera is a quiet one, and it's not moving too much, which means the wind has died down for now. We will be seeing some sunshine today, starting out sunrise time 7:46, sunset 7:48. So we are now seeing officially more daylight than darkness. It's going to be something that just keeps getting larger and larger of a margin as we go forward towards summer. Now, our temperatures felt like it was late spring with temperatures in the 70s last week. Now, though, it's not going to be that way. We had clear skies over most of the area last night and for much of the Midwest now that that system's moving to the east. And that's allowed colder, more early spring-like temperatures to filter back in. We're in the 20s at the moment, seeing the teens actual air temperature in Traverse City and over towards Milwaukee. That cooler air is going to be lingering around today. Highs will be stuck in the 40s, so Coco Chanel might want to stay inside and do that sunbathing. If you head outside, could be a little nippy, especially this morning with those wind chills in the teens, but by the afternoon, the wind chills will only drop down to the 30s at worst. So a better setup will be a little bit cloudier. So if you like sunshine and you're watching our show, good news, we get it. The late sleepers, those ones who get to sleep in, not going to be seeing as much.
Yeah, I like sun.
Yeah. It's one of the benefits of working this shift is you get to see the sunrise.
That's right.
And if you want to be tired, you can watch the sunset.
That's right. All right. Well, coming up, it's Traumatic Brain Injury Month, and there's a local survivor spreading awareness. We'll share her story in our What's on the Web segment. Your time right now is 6:37. Ooh, there's the moon, right? Is that the moon right there with the Grand Ledge cam? That's pretty cool. Good morning, everybody. We'll be right back.